Hey friends, let's talk about vendor events. So vendor events are a really great way for you to put out your posh business to your local community. And I promise you, like 99% of people have not heard of posh. Posh is just barely going to turn 6 October 1st. 6 years old is really young for a company, especially an MLM company. Imagine, or think about how long Mary Kay has been around. Scentsy has been around a long time. People know those companies, and there's probably at least one lady on their street who either does Scentsy or Mary Kay. But right now, Posh is a baby. Posh is brand new, and the possibilities are endless, you guys. We're just getting started. We know the products are great, and the products sell themselves. And you're not necessarily going to this vendor event just to sell stuff, okay? Think of it in a different way. At least that's what helps me. That's what helps me do these things. So we're not just selling a product. We're introducing an experience to people, right? The pampering experience. So think of it that way. And also, when you're going to a vendor event, if you're like me and you're really shy and you don't like to be around big groups of people, something that helps me is it's not me that has this table with posh stuff. It's not Emery that's there. It's not Emery that's doing this. It's Emery Posh that's doing this. Okay? So your mindset is a big deal. You want to be positive. Positivity radiates, and people can feel that off of you. It's okay to be nervous. I'm nervous every time. But I know that if I make a mistake, if I get a rejection, it's not Emery that's getting rejected. It's Emery Posh, right? Okay, so that helps me. You want to be seen. You want to do something to get attention so people are interested in walking over to your booth and seeing what you have. Wear a bright pink lipstick or a bright pink shirt or something that's like noticeable, okay? Besides all of the obvious things about your vendor table, one thing that's helpful, let's see. I really like to have some kind of try me stickers on my products that are open so people can know that they can try these. If you don't have these ones, that's okay. You can make your own. Sometimes I make my own, try me. And for things like body butters and such, you can have some little sticks so they can try them. The square is really helpful so people can pay with a credit card. You want to have some way to get people's contact information. One thing I like to do is have a drawing, so that way people will write down their info for you. This is something I've used before. It's this cute little mailbox, and it says emeryposh.com, enter to win a big fat yummy hand cream. And then I have these forms. These are from Posh, and it says enter my drawing, name, address, phone, email, that sort of thing. I've also just written it down on a little card before, and that works. And then have a pen. So getting people's contact information can get tricky. This is something that helps. And something new I'm going to try for getting people's contact information is I'm going to have my phone, and while I'm having a conversation with someone, I'm going to say, hey, are you on Facebook? Let's be Facebook friends. Friend me, and I'll get you into my drawing for a free lip balm. We're going to see how that goes. Because it's ideal if you can get this person in your friends list on Facebook. It's just so much easier to keep in touch with someone on Facebook. I love Facebook for that reason. Okay, one more thing I want to touch on about vendor events is how I said you want to get attention. You also want to be approachable, right? So you want to smile, you want to talk to people. A good way to break the ice, between strangers you don't know, is to compliment them. For instance, you can say, if someone's walking by or maybe they stopped a little bit, say hi. Say hi, welcome. Have you heard of Posh before? And they'll probably say no. And instead of just jumping right into your product, compliment them first. Say, oh my gosh, I love your bag. Where did you get that bag? That purse is so cute. I'm a total bag lady and I love bags. Or you can say, oh my gosh, I love your shoes. Oh, I'm such a shoe person. I love those. Where'd you get them? It's just a good way to strike up some kind of conversation, and it might make them kind of stick around a little bit. And it helps them to know you're a real person. You're not just like buying my product, right? It's scary, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and it might even become really fun. So instead of just selling our product, we're selling the experience and also the posh opportunity. So going to these vendor events, hopefully you're going to find some customers, but even better, hopefully you're going to find a new team member or two. Okay, so make sure you always have some kind of information about the posh opportunity, whether it's the posh catalog, because it is in the last couple pages of the catalog, or some kind of, there's the join cards, or you can even just like your business card, somehow have something that you can give them that talks about joining. So an example of someone who is not approachable is if you have your table or tables and you have your chair behind your table and you're sitting there, people are less likely to come up to you, especially if you're sitting there on your phone or if you're reading a book. You look like you're kind of busy and people might not want to really go in there. It's really, really true, you guys. You want to be standing out by your table, by your products, so you can see people, and as they're walking by, you can say, hi, have you heard of Posh? Or sometimes people will say, ooh, what do you have? And you can say, I have naturally based pampering products or naturally based skincare. Would you like to try? And then you have either this or your hand cream. At one event, it was so dead. So I started standing out in front of where my booth was and just passing out squirts of hand cream. Would you like to try some hand cream? Would you like to try some hand cream? And they're like, okay. You put a little squirt in their hand, and then maybe you have a business card in your pocket you could give them after they try it. I've done that before. You just want to be someone that somebody would be interested to see what you have, right? I'm doing a vendor event in October and it's Halloween themed and they're doing a trick or treat. So this is my trick-or-treat candy that I'm going to pass out to the kids. It has my business card and just one little candy stapled on there. You always want to make sure there's a way that someone can have your contact information as well. So that's all I can think of off the top of my head. Let me know if you guys have any questions. This fall season is going to be awesome. I'm super excited for Spooky Posh because I have that Halloween one coming up. You don't have to have a ton of cash and carry. You can do a vendor event with just your kit products. People can try them even if you don't have anything for sale. You can have some order forms. Get their info, give them your info. You can order online. You can tell them your posh business is mostly online, and that's okay. They can sample. You can even give out samples if you'd like to. I don't usually give out samples at vendor events because I have products for them to sample right there, but it just depends. Maybe if someone does purchase something from you, you can give them a little sample with your card. You can do it however you want. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions about vendor events. I'm doing more and more and more of them. One thing I want you to know about vendor events is it's kind of a gamble. You never know what it's going to be like. It could be super, super busy. It can be dead. It can be super, super busy and you still don't get any orders. It can be or sales or orders or whatever. It could be really dead and you still could make sales. You just never know how it's going to be. So just go prepared with positivity, and that will be your best friend.